Hi, my name is Heather. My student ID is 3062514, and today I'll be performing the Nursing Foundation's 2003 ESPN checklist for the IV Saline lock. My first step in this process is just making sure that I'm working at waist height, that all my resources are ready for me and easy to grab, making sure that my workspace is clean and organized. I will also make sure that my patient has some privacy while I do this, going through their allergies, the IV Saline lock orders, and also just making sure that they are comfortable at all times throughout this process. So first, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take a look at the injection site, looking at the patency of the line, making sure that there's no erythema, edema, or irritation. Next, what I'll be doing is going in with hand hygiene. I don't have any gloves because I've been practicing, so I will be verbalizing when I'll be donning and doffing the gloves. So now I'll be donning my gloves. I'm going to go over to the injection site, taking a look, again, making sure there's no erythema, edema, irritation, and the patency of the line. Be grabbing my port, and with antiseptic swab, I'm just going to be cleaning this for 30 seconds. I'm going to discard of this. I'm going to grab my sterile saline solution in the syringe, twisting this off, removing the cap into a sharps container. And since this is sterile, I'm going to meet this with the port, allowing it to not touch any other areas. So I will be administering 3 mL of saline into the IV catheter. And at the end, I will be doing a constant push method or a positive push method of 0.2 to 0.4 mL. So I'm going to unlock it here and start to the 3 mL. While I do this, I'm just looking for the irritation, the erythema, the edema, and the patency of the line, making sure that there's no bubbles. Perfect. So as I hold the positive pressure, I'm going to do the 0.2 to 0.4 mL. I'm going to remove this, put this into a sharps container. Since this is still considered sterile, I would either reconnect it with the other IV or put a sterile cap on, but for the purpose of this video, I will just put it back down. Next, what I'm going to do is I'm going to doff my gloves, perform more hand hygiene. And don a new set of gloves. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove the catheter from my patient's skin. So I'm going to grab sterile 2x2 gauze and apply pressure while I remove the tape, making sure that the catheter does not move in this process, and discarding of this tape. Now what I'll be doing is as I remove the catheter, I'm just going to maintain some of that pressure and pulling out at a parallel to the hand, making sure that I'm not lifting and that the catheter is still fully intact. If it were to be broken or not intact, I would have to notify my physician. I'm going to discard this into my sharps container. As I hold the 2 to 3 minutes of pressure, I'm going to take a look and see that there's no more bleeding, there's no erythema, edema, or skin irritation. So I'm going to place an adhesive over my bandage. Now I'm going to doff my gloves, perform our hand hygiene. And that is my Nursing Foundation's 2003 IV Saline Lock Lab. Thank you.